All right, let's dive right in. If you've ever thought about studying in Japan, this one's for you. We're breaking down everything you need to know about the 2026 MEXT Scholarship.
So let me guess, you're thinking about pursuing your graduate research in Japan, right? It's this amazing dream, incredible innovation, a rich culture, the whole deal. But the big question is always, how do you actually make that happen?
Well, for a whole lot of people, this right here is the answer. The MEXT Scholarship. And yeah, that stands for the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, but we'll just call it MEXT. This is often the golden ticket that opens that door. Okay, first things first. And I really can't stress this enough. You have got to know the timeline. Seriously, with this application, timing is everything. Look, if you want to be in Japan in 2026, you can't just start thinking about it in January of that year. No way. The whole process, everything, kicks off the year before you even think about packing your bag. Just take a look at this timeline from the official source. It really lays it all out. Recruitment, that's when you actually apply, starts around April or May of 2025. Then, the first screening happens between May and July. And if you make it through all the hoops, you won't actually land in Japan until 2026. The big takeaway? Get your stuff together a full year ahead of time. All right, so we've got the timeline down. Now, what do you actually need to have ready to go? Let's build what I like to call your application toolkit. Okay, here are the big ones, the core documents you'll need according to the official guidelines. First up, the main application form for 2026. Then there's a placement preference form. That's where you list the universities you're interested in. Of course, the big one, your field of study and research plan. You'll also need a certificate of health and a solid letter of recommendation. Now, out of all those papers, your field of study and research plan, wow, this is probably the most important piece of the puzzle. This isn't just some form you fill out, it's your manifesto, you know? It's where you lay out your academic vision and convince them why your research is a perfect match for Japan. The official guidelines also give us a few handy, practical tips. For instance, that certificate of health, it absolutely has to be filled out by a medical doctor. As for the recommendation letter, don't sweat the format. They say any style is totally fine. And hey, you get a choice. You can either type up your forms or fill them out by hand, whatever works for you. Okay, so you know the timeline, you've got your documents ready to go. This next part is huge. It's where a lot of people mess up, so let's make sure we get this right. Right, you've got this beautiful, perfect stack of papers. You've checked everything twice. So, now what? Where on earth do you send them? Listen up, because this is the #1 most important rule, and the official source puts it in all caps for a reason. Here it is. Do not send any application documents directly to MEXT in Japan. I'm going to say that again. Do not send it to MEXT. If you do, that's it. You're automatically out of the running.
So where does it go? Simple. The only correct place is your local Japanese embassy or consulate general, right there in your own country. They are the ones who handle that whole first part of the process.
And here's another crucial detail. While that general timeline we talked about is a great starting point, the source is super clear that the exact dates, the deadlines, even the specific procedures, they can be different for every single country. So you absolutely have to check the website for your local embassy. No excuses on this one. Phew, okay, that was a lot of information. So, what's your next move? What should you do literally right after you finish watching this? Let's put it all together into a simple action plan. Here's your homework. Step 1, find the official website for the Japanese embassy or consulate in your country. Step 2, hunt down their specific page for the MEXT Scholarship and find that deadline. Circle it, highlight it, put it in your calendar. Step 3, read their application guidelines. The whole thing, word for word. And finally, and maybe most importantly, start drafting your research plan, like today. It's the real heart of your application, so don't wait. So there you have it. You've got the timeline, you know what documents you need, and you know exactly where to send them. The path forward is pretty clear. The only question left is, are you ready to take that first step and make your research dream in Japan a reality?